I think the abortion issue in 2023 into 2024 is going to continue to loom so large over the Republican Party that the party writ large is not going to know what to do about it. Just recently, we heard from Republican National Committee Chair Ronna McDaniel say that she wants candidates to start talking about abortion. And I was just recently with her this past weekend. And I asked the question, really, why? Why do you want candidates to have to stand up for their beliefs? She said, well, what we saw in the last cycle, particularly in the midterms, is when Republicans ran in certain parts of the country, their opponents framed them as more extreme than they actually were on the position of abortion. Sure, a lot of Republican candidates are pro-life, meaning they're anti-abortion. And so the language they use is vehemently in favor of banning abortions. Now, rarely do many of them come out very openly and say what exact mark they want that at. And that's what the RNC chair wants them to do. She wants them to start talking about where they believe life is capable of experiencing pain. And so she said a lot of Republicans agree on the 15-week mark, such as Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina. He's come out in strong favor of talking about abortions being banned after 15 weeks. But what I pushed back on the RNC chair privately and said is that talking about it at all makes it even more front and center to the American woman that has by and large become more pro-choice over time. Let's not forget that the vast majority of American millennial women, like me, born after 1981, have attended liberal arts colleges, know somebody that's had to experience an unintended pregnancy and had to make the tough choice of termination. So I believe no matter where Republicans start talking about where they believe a ban is right, the fact that the Supreme Court's overturn of Roe versus Wade kicked things back to Republican legislatures that are now acting more extreme than could have ever been thought conscionable. That is the biggest problem for the party moving forward, and it will be the death knell of the Republican Party in seeking the White House for 2024.